Now, to be specific, I know what kind of channel I want to be, but I know I'm not at that level right now, and it'll take some time to get there. But in the meantime, I'm posting whatever I can post, and just doing what I like, what I love, even if I need to break off of that. And today is one of those break-offs. Well, I have a little story that I want to tell, and it's a little story that includes my little buddy. Come here. Come here. I'm talking about this little buddy. Calm down, won't you? The story that I want to talk about today is the story of how I got this little menace. And it's a pretty harrowing tale from my end. I don't know how you will react to it, so I'll tell you what it is, and then you leave your reactions in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. Or read them. Now picture this. We are nearing the end of 2020 COVID, and things are starting to slow down. We used to have the full quarantine, now we're breaking off to the half quarantine, and everyone's enjoying life. Around this time, I ended up getting a job, and I've been enjoying the paychecks for the first time in my life after graduating. I've been enjoying the paychecks that I would get, and I got to the point that, you know what? I want to get a pet that I can take care of. After months of searching and failing in a lot of different ways, my brother comes and sends me a photo of a dog, and it's this little boy. And he tells me, hey, you want to go check out this one? This dude looks really cute, and it's a private breeder. I say, you know what? Let me try it out. I've had a lot of failures in the past, but what's one more? Hey. Usually they say third time's the charm. I don't know how many times I've tried to find a suitable dog. So I messaged the person at 8:30 p.m. to set up a specific timing that I can come and see the dog. And the guy does not reply to me for 3 hours. 8:30 p.m. by the way. At this time, I was enjoying a dinner with a friend of mine, and at 11 p.m., I randomly get a message from the dude saying, oh yeah, you know what? Why don't you come right now? At 11. I was like, you know, it's been a while since I hung out late with COVID and stuff like that. You know, I kind of have a little adventure in me. Why not go check him out? So I tell the dude, hey, send me the location. I'll come right now. Now, when I mean come right now, I mean after eating dinner. I'm not just going to leave my friend the paycheck. I'm not that type of guy. So like 30 minutes later, and then I get the location, and I'm like, okay, dude, I'm done eating dinner. I'm going to come right now. And he's like, yeah, come on, hey yuck. So I get in my car and I go, and I didn't really pay attention to where the location was. I just put it into Google Maps and it took me there. And I was driving, and I knew where I was. I knew the towns that I was entering, but I've never entered these specific areas. You know, where you're familiar with a city, but then you go into like a little shady area and you're like, oh, I have never been there and I should watch myself. I was in that situation at this point, 12 a.m. So I reach right where the pinned location is, and I call the guy and I tell him, hey, I'm outside. Come on, let's check him out. He comes down and he brings the little boy out. And we were talking, I was taking photos, asking like, oh, how old is he, what does he eat, and stuff like that. And he was pretty good looking. I don't know how he is right now. He's still my little baby boo, but he was good looking then too. And in the middle of this talk, just a random SUV comes. And it's a populated area, and it's apartment building. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're probably standing in someone's parking spot or something. So we just moved out of the way. I inched myself a little bit. And the people in that SUV get out of the car, and they start saying hello to the guy that I'm talking to, the private breeder. I was like, okay, cool. And then they just stood there with the private breeder. And I was like, I'm by myself here, and now it was a 1-to-1, and now we're 6-to-1. That was the first thing, and I had to keep my cool, but at night, 12 a.m., in a shady part of a city, you know, you get these new kinds of feelings. So I'm keeping my cool. I'm just messaging people, just sending messages, not even coded messages, just messages that, oh, I'm in this area just in case. And I was there for an extra 30 minutes, I want to say. I guess time took over because I'm a person that likes to have good conversations. I'm not gonna lie. If I can get someone talking, I'm gonna end up sticking there. And I would consider myself a good listener. I don't know. But anywho, we come to an agreement, and at this point, 30 minutes later, with 6 people in front of me, I say I should leave now, and I am very inclined to just get this dog just so I don't end up in this situation again. That's what I literally do. I come to an agreement with the guy about getting my dog, or getting the dog. He wasn't my dog at that point. I tell him, okay, I'll go to the ATM, I'll withdraw some money and come back. He's like, okay, cool. Whenever you do that, just come over. Don't even get out of your car, just call me. I'll hand him over and give him all your stuff. I'll get everything prepared for you. I was like, okay, cool. I'm walking back to my car and I turn around and I see like all the guys standing over there. And there's another guy just walking around, like walking pretty close to me. So I get into my car, I turn it on, and as I'm about to leave, the guy that was close to me just walking around just opens my passenger door. And my mind just went blank. And in the moment that my mind went blank, he just sat on my passenger side and shut the door. And I had a pickup truck at this time, so he just walked in, shut the door, and we were right beside each other. And I look at the guy, and at this point, I could deal with being around 6 guys in the open, but now it's just 1-to-1 with another person from the same group that I've never talked to, and we're just sitting beside each other in my car. He didn't even greet me or anything. He just sat in my car, and the only thing that came out of my mouth was, I'm actually gonna get the money. You don't need to come with me. Like, I'm not comfortable with you coming with me to the ATM. Alright? I'll go by myself. You don't need to be here with me. He was like, oh, what? Really? No, it's okay. I can come with you. I said, no, it's alright. Yeah, I can go by myself. He's like, oh, okay. And gets out of the car, shuts the door, and I don't even move. I'm still baffled at the move that he pulled. I was surprised that someone would have the audacity. I'm an unknown person to you. How do you just walk up to my car, open the door, and just sit in it? You never said a word to me, and you're just doing this to me, trying to give me a frickin' heart attack. So I go, and I take my time, because I have to process everything that just happened. I have to process the freaking whole thing that happened. We were 1-to-1, and then 6 guys joined the private breeder, and then I got out, and his friend got into my car with me, and it messed me up for a good 10 minutes. So I get the money, and I do exactly what he said. I come back, and I take my time driving because I do not want the other guys to be there. So I made sure that there was no one there before I got out. And I call him. And he tells me, oh, yeah, I'll come right now. So he comes down, he gives me the dog, and he gives me the instructions about what kind of food he eats, the vaccinations and stuff like that. And all I'm thinking, yeah, it's okay, cool. Yeah, all right. And it's like, hey, let's keep in contact just for later dates. I'm like, yeah, definitely, thumbs up. And then I leave, and I never see the guy again. And what did I get out of it? I got this baby boy. Look at his face. All in all, I'd give that experience a good 8 out of 10. That's just my rating. If you have any harrowing stories of a similar nature, hey, drop it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, why not drop a like? Subscribe too. If you didn't like this video, I'm not going to tell you not to dislike it. You can go right ahead. And I will see you here next time. See ya.